Hello, third grade, and welcome to lesson 10-2. For this lesson, we're going to focus on using mental math strategies to help us multiply. So that means finding strategies that make it easy for you to multiply in your head when you don't have a piece of paper and a pencil on hand. All right, let's go ahead and start our short video and jump into our notes and guided practice together after that.
How can place value help you use mental math to multiply by a multiple of 10? A regular box of crayons has 30 crayons. A jumbo box holds 60 crayons. There are 5 boxes of regular crayons on one shelf and 5 boxes of jumbo crayons on another shelf. How many crayons are on each shelf? Find 5 times 30. You can use basic multiplication facts to multiply by multiples of 10. Think about tens. Multiply 5 by the number of tens. 5 times 30 equals 5 times 3 tens, or 15 tens, or 150. There are 150 crayons on one shelf. Now find 5 times 60. 5 times 60 equals 5 times 6 tens. What is the product of 5 times 60?
Select your answer.
Sometimes the basic multiplication fact makes the product look different. 5 times 60 equals 30 tens, or 300. There are 300 crayons on the other shelf.
All right, let's get into our notes and our guided practice together. Now, our notes for this lesson, 10-2, use mental math to multiply. How can place value help you use mental math to multiply by a multiple of 10? Well, we always want to go back and use our basic facts. So instead of trying to figure out what 9 times 40 is, for example, let's figure out 9 times 4 first. I know 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 40 is the same thing as saying 9 times 4 tens. So 9 times 4 tens is going to be 36 tens, which equals 360. So here you can see we did the 9 times 4 gave us the 36. We had a 0 over here. We carried it over to show that it's times roots of tens. Now moving on, let's take a look at a couple other examples to help review our basic facts and how to move between those and multiplying by multiples of 10. Now this one is like the one that we just saw in the last example in the video. 5 times 8 is 40. This already has a 0 on it. Or sorry, 8 times 5 is 40. So 8 times 5 tens is going to be 40 tens. So that 40, that 0 is already part of the 40. So you're not doing anything to that, but you're adding another 0 because 40 tens is the same thing as 400. 40 times 10 is 400. So be very careful when you get to ones where your basic fact already has a 0 in the product. Here we have 6 times 7 is 42. So 6 times 7 tens is going to be 42 tens. And that'll help you solve 6 times 70, which is 420. 4 times 3 is 12. So 4 times 3 tens is going to give you 12 tens, which is the same thing as saying 4 times 30. 12 tens is the same thing as saying 120. 9 times 7 is 63. So 9 times 7 tens is going to be 63 tens, or 9 times 70 is 630. Now I could have rewritten this as 9 tens times 7. So if I had 90 times 7, I still would have gotten 630. And you can try it out with different numbers to see if it works. For your guided practice for this lesson, question number 1 asks, how can you find the product of 9 times 80? Explain. So first, we're going to use our basic fact. We're going to find 9 times 8. Now, I know that 9 times 8 is equal to 72. So 9 times 8 tens, which is the 80, is going to give me 72 tens, which is equal to 720. For number 2, John says 4 times 6 is 4 groups of 6 ones. 4 times 6 equals 24. 4 times 60 is 4 groups of 6 tens, which equals 24 tens. So 4 times 60 is 240. Number 3, we have 6 times 6 is equal to 36. So 6 times 6 tens, or 60, is going to be equal to 360. So you multiply your basic numbers, you add those zeros onto the end. 3 times 2 is 6, so 3 times 20 will be 60. 5 times 4 is 20. This is one of those ones I told you to be careful with because it already has a 0 in it. So 5 times 40 is 20 tens, or 200. 8 times 2 is 16, so 8 times 20 will be 160. 4 times 9 is 36, so 40 times 9 will be 360. And then our last one, 7 times 8 is equal to 56, so 70 times 8 will be equal to 560. This is why we really need to practice our basic math facts and make sure you guys know how to do your basic multiplication. That'll make all of these problems much, much easier for you to solve. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.